guys, and welcome to the season one finale. How's everyone been so far?
Meg.
It's been a rough week.
Press.
I feel like our answers are always the same every recording,
Cause we out here in these streets.
but it's okay.
Struggling.
It's okay. It's fine.
Mm.
So it's school.
Oh, wait, before we begin, I like to say how our episodes are definitely not 35 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, we sorry about that.
Mhm. And I feel like it's become a weekly check-in on all of us because we don't talk.
Yeah. So y'all gonna have to bear with us for like the hour and 10 minutes or 6 minutes or whatever it is.
That's okay.
Whoever sticks through the whole thing, you're the one.
You are. We love y'all.
You'll be chosen for our future giveaways.
So today we're going to be talking about the most monumental rite of passage that one can experience. Something that I feel like everyone looks forward to,
So,
especially in North America and America in general. High school.
yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about the best and worst moments, expectations versus reality, and we're going to give y'all some advice for our younger listeners. So y'all don't get your hopes up.
Mm.
So let's start off with expectations versus reality.
All right. So, I'll start. I remember feeling very nonchalant, not excited. Yeah, because basically everybody from my elementary school went to same school, so it's like I'll literally see you guys in 2 months. Um, and I already kind of knew, I guess, the dynamics of high school because of my sister, because she's like 7 years older, so she already went through all that, and then she'd tell me like bear stories. So yeah, I didn't really have any real serious expectations about it. Um, and I also don't get excited about shit like that, anyways, which is a problem. But anyways, but I think it would be more, I guess, cliche in terms of like the groups, like the cliques, like the Mean Girls, which turned out to be disappointment.
Very.
Ah.
Didn't
And
exist. I mean, I tried. It failed.
horribly, miserably, but like that. Like I guess the jocks. We didn't have jocks. We just had the
We
boys
don't.
that played hockey.
They weren't shit. No.
Were there?
Yeah,
There was-
exactly. So it was
No,
like
no, no. I mean, they were shit, but like they wasn't shit.
Yeah.
it wasn't the
Like,
shit. They weren't the shit. They were the shit. No shade, no tea, just facts.
no, it's literally they won their first game like grade 11, and we had them since like the school opened.
Yikes. Oh yeah, and the girl teams were better than boys teams. But anyways,
Period.
but yeah, I thought it would just be more cliche in terms of the groups that were there, but really no one gave a fuck about anybody. Well, anyways, we'll get into that. But it wasn't like, oh, there's the jock table, there's the like the mean girl table, the nerd table. It was just whoever you were friends with. That's who you sat with, basically.
And usually your friends were from like middle school, like elementary school.
Like a lot of like it wasn't maybe. Well, I don't because I guess I didn't know how that went, but I guess thinking about it now, it's surprising how many people went to the same school. But it's also divided within. Is it like districts, regions, whatever?
I would say districts, yeah.
Yeah, like you're
And your
assigned
districts
to a
are very
school.
small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless I guess you like go to different schools separately. Then
Like if you went to like a Catholic school, you're not going to go to our
yeah,
school.
or like just if your parents want you to go to
Yeah.
basically. But other than that, yeah, like you're assigned to your high school. So everybody from our elementary school went to the same high school because of that. So it's not like we chose to go. But reality is our school was boring. If schools in Toronto weren't schools in Toronto, I'd rather go to schools in Toronto because
It's
they're
fun.
more, yeah, they're more lit. Is it because of cultural diversity? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's another story.
School admin was lame, like our principals and stuff, because okay, the one vice principal that was remotely fun left anyways because I think he had like a better position under the school. offered
I
to him?
think they offered him a principal.
Like principal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one left, but I still don't even know him. I just like saw him with like the other kids. But they were lame. They didn't let us do fun
I
teenage
would
things.
I would disagree here. Let's
Really?
not forget
Ooh.
Okay, remember the first year of
Okay,
multicultural.
okay, we'll get into multicultural.
Okay. He was riding first.
No, but in terms of like they're
In,
just doing
in
the
terms of
most. But
in terms
like
of regular things, they want it.
yeah, like let the boys be boys when they're supposed to be type shit. Like I don't know, they're just lame like that. Like admin was just they were just doing the most for the wrong reasons. They didn't let us have fun in term like if we weren't doing anything wrong, it was still wrong to do. I don't know how to explain it. I hope that makes sense.
I think it makes sense.
It makes
Doesn't
sense
make
to y'all.
I think admin was very, what's the word when you are very on someone?
on their ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for the
Like
wrong
for no
reasons.
reason.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give an example. So one day, did we both have spare? I don't know. Me and D were going home for whatever reason. I was probably skipping class. I don't remember.
I think
But
we were
we're
going to like to eat. Oh no, we're going to my house. Sorry. Never mind.
oh, but it was definitely during school time. But
Yeah.
we had on our because it's winter, right? We have on our winter coats, backpacks, Timberlands, whatever. Like we're ready to go. Like we're evidently ready to leave the building, right? So we're walking down the main hallway because our lockers are like on the other side. We're walking down the main hallway to get out the door because these was your dad here to pick us up?
Yeah, he was literally like we saw him through the door. Like he
Yeah.
was
Yeah, because he would park like right at the front.
yeah.
So we're literally walking towards the door, and whichever one of them name was, I don't remember.
I'm not gonna
Was
say it,
like,
but
ladies, he basically told us how we shouldn't be like lofting in the hallways and get to class. But we're like, sir,
common sense, inference,
sir.
something.
We're literally ready to walk out the door, and it's not even like we're standing in the hallway lofting. Like we're literally actively walking to leave. So kind of like that. Like they're just on their ass for no reason because they have nothing else to do.
I had someone from admin chase me down the hallway to say they can see my bra.
Yeah.
For what reason?
But
Because
and
I
then
knew like they were going to do it to a skinny girl. It
oh, of course
wasn't.
not. Exactly. And then also there was the most emphasis on the gym students, the drama students, and the music students. That's all I'm saying about it because yikes. Because
Like they
being
cared more.
yeah, all the funding,
Sure. I would
the
say went to gym, like the
the
athletic
I was
awards,
department.
surprised they put drama music.
Yeah.
because within the arts, because I was in dance, right? So within the arts
True.
department, I guess, dance wasn't fucking shit. They didn't give a damn.
True.
And I guess like visual arts, but the visual arts department was I guess big, so I don't know. But within like drama, music, and dance, I guess performance arts. There you go. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was basically them. Um, diversity, my fucking asshole.
Listen, we lived in the suburbs, ma'am. The
That don't matter.
suburbs.
So what? If y'all gonna preach diversity, have some diversity, okay?
Okay, y'all. Okay, for us being in the place we live,
I kind
there
of
are people of color a lot, but
would I
Okay, but it was the same people of color. Like
what you
Well,
get,
what did you
that
want,
ain't diverse,
ma'am? What did you
huh?
want? What did
what you
you
want.
what did you
I wanted
expect?
at least Black History Month.
Oh, you mean in terms of that? Oh, I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
actual
I know
individuals.
No,
your
I'm
performance
people.
like,
activism all the way, bro. Okay,
oh,
we have okay, because this is the issue. Last year I was literally gonna write a letter, or maybe not write a letter, but I was literally gonna go to school and talk to the principal or whoever and be like, bro, like y'all slacking heavily. Because first of all, you have multicultural month during Black History Month. And then multicultural is literally one day and then we do the same motherfucking shit every fucking year and it's the same people with the same culture taking up the stage
yeah. Okay,
and
so I
like
understand
that's
in that
it, bro.
perspective.
Like that's it.
I thought you meant in terms of the individual, like the students, because I'm like,
Yeah,
No, that was great, that was fine.
I was like, I thought it
No,
was.
I was gonna say we have a lot of people of
I was
color.
the
about to
non
say the
the
minority, it's only
non-colored
minority, but
people were basically minority, which is
not
surprising.
really.
Is it? I don't know.
Not really.
But yeah, diversity in terms of them preaching it and whatever, whatever.
I mean,
My
what'd you get? Like the whole fucking what's the word? Like the teachers, all the teachers, and well, majority of teachers are Caucasian.
exactly
Boys and girls.
That is true, which is very
like you
toxic to the
there's
students.
no diversity within the positions of power to make it an actual thing in the school.
You know.
It was more like, hey, we're
Yeah, because
multicultural.
one day
Hey,
it
there's
clicked to
Black
me.
history.
Yeah,
Like,
like right after graduation, it clicked to me, and I'm like, we did not celebrate out of the 4 years we were there Black History Month once, but we did do Multicultural Day. So what? And then I was asking other students, like one of our, I guess, old friends from the Catholic school. I'm like, does your school do Black History Month? But yeah, and then I was disappointed by the lack of actual fighting because I was ready.
Again, we suburbs.
I
So
know.
I
It's
think
funny
the most
because the people at our school thought they were tough. They thought they were with the shits, but they're not. It's all
yeah.
bark no bite.
for
And then
real.
the admin being lame. Stop it too fast.
My take is it shouldn't be a what's the word? Milestone.
Mhm.
A rite of passage.
It's so over
Hyped.
what's the word? Yeah, overhyped. It's literally like, and the thing in middle school they like make you scared, not scared, and like this is gonna be the hardest time of your life. Da, 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 da. It's like, no, it's not.
It really isn't.
It really isn't. I knew it wasn't gonna be shit. So I had a teacher. I thought I was gonna be like do so bad in high school that my grade 8 teacher had to tell me like, "You're fine. You'll do great," and I did, and I didn't. That's it. If anything, I would say just don't overhype it and
Hmm.
take applied French.
So for me, my experience is very different because I did high school in two different countries. The former one, aka in the Caribbean, much better. Sorry to say this, but because I had one experience in the Caribbean, where the schooling system is very different, my only expectations were what I saw on TV or in movies. So it's very glamorized. I was expecting the mean girls clique, who'd always
Dang,
be
you're
dressed
disappointed
up.
with boys?
Yeah.
That's
Who
crazy.
always dressed up, like the cute little wedges. I mean, we had like one girl who dressed up like that. Everybody else was sweats, leggings, sweaters.
Because we're all broke, fam.
That was it. So I expected basically High School Music. Well, not really High School Musical, but High School Musical without the singing. Let's just say sorely disappointed.
Don't
Uh,
forget we're in Canada too, by the way.
that
So
is true. So,
Very different.
yeah.
Very
when
different.
yeah, it's very different.
We don't
But
get the homecomings and the whatever it was.
Hoko, junior prom and stuff. No, we
We don't
don't.
get it.
We don't get all of that. So, for me, I was just excited that it wasn't going to be an all girls school anymore because I did go to a convent for 5 years. So, all girls, Catholic, none. This is also the first non-Catholic school I've ever been to.
Mm,
Not gonna lie, what I prefer to see in the Catholic school system in Trinidad. I was also excited because no uniforms. Um, However, I did like the diversity of classes versus the generic ones that you would experience in Trinidad. Like up here, y'all got to choose from a bunch of different shit that y'all would be interested in.
mm-hmm.
No, no, that's not how it works. In Trinidad, I'm a business student, so in about grade, I would say what, 8 or 9, you would choose either natural sciences, some other humanities. You have to basically choose your path, like if it's university, and then that is where you have a list of required courses from there. So all of my classes, since I was in business, were business courses, and it's not like an option that you get to choose in business. They give you the subjects that you have to choose because we have standardized testing throughout the Caribbean.
And is it like the 8 courses?
Um, it's
The 4?
it's not 4 semester like up here. It's 8
It's 8, yeah.
throughout. It
Yeah.
was more in the younger years, like 12. But now it's like when you got to the end of it, it was only 8. So
Oh.
it was a lot harder. And
Because my
then
cousin used to tell me he's in Barbados and he used to tell me, I'm like, 8 classes a day. That was elementary school. And then, yeah, like you can't choose your courses because he would tell me all these courses you have. And I'm like, wait,
yeah,
you still
and
have the
then
literacy and stuff.
like the end of high school, basically you'd have to take this exam. You have to take this exam in every at the end of elementary, at the end of the first part of high school, and then what we call A levels is grade 13. We don't have it up here anymore. You had to take another exam then. But if you want to do like scholarships and stuff, you're not only competing against the entire country, it's the entire region, so all the Caribbean countries. So like for like each subject, you'd have two exams. You might have a school-based assignment, and then you might have something else to do. But the thing is, your teachers aren't marking it. So when we did the exams, they sent it to different countries to be marked.
Uh-uh.
That's
So,
like what's it called here?
EQAL.
No, in grade 10 we did the English exam.
Oh, the,
Literacy test? No,
is
that's
that what's
different.
called?
Yeah, is that I don't know what the name is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very much harder than up here. So hence the reason why I slept through all of my classes in grade 11 when I came here.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's the only that was really actually my expectations. The reality technically wasn't as fun because there weren't any mean girls. I mean, there were definitely some people in the lower grade, like the grade below us, that tried to be bitches but failed.
Because no one
Um,
cares, bro. We're
like they
14.
tried to be the shit, and it was not. It was just embarrassing.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
It was. The teachers up here are more formal and uptight because, in my opinion, because um, I'm talking about like communication wise. Up here, y'all have emails, okay? Like to communicate with either your like classmates, your principal, like you have a district email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. We just created a group chat and added our teacher and just made her one of the admins. So if you had a question, you just message in the group chat. Or if you had something personal to tell them, you just text them. That was
That
that
would have
was
knocked
it.
the fuck out of me.
It was great because one, I don't check my emails like that. Two, if someone wanted to like postpone or delay a test, if one person says it in the group chat, the entire group chat now starts begging. And we
Mm-hmm.
don't give up until they give us what we want.
Poor teacher, I will leave.
Yeah,
Leave the chat.
uh-uh.
I mean, they could leave if they want, but then they have no more communication with us outside of that until they see us again. And it's not the exact same classes you have every day, unlike up here.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Y'all have the exact same classes every single day up
No.
here for one
No.
semester. No. Because we had 8 classes, and in the lower grades, you had like 10, 12, 13 classes. Who is
Huh?
to who? Yeah, I can't remember the exact amount. Like
Double digit?
they didn't care, mom. They really didn't. They really didn't.
Mm-mm.
So I've been stressed since I
No.
was young. And besides that, this other thing that wasn't as fun was y'all get sweaters when y'all graduate. The fuck am I supposed to do with that? Ask me when last I wore mine.
I didn't even get one.
It's been like 2 years now. In the Caribbean, you get a ring, and you could choose the material. So it's either silver, like sterling silver, white gold, or regular gold. I didn't like my school that much. I just got basic ass silver, and I got my initials engraved on the inside. Y'all
Damn.
get sweaters.
And ugly
Sweaters.
ones.
It's a very North American thing
In very
with the
honest, it's
sweaters.
not. No,
Bro, and it's overly charged.
it is
Yeah.
because you still have to pay for prom. But school of prayer wasn't a thing in the Caribbean. You like for our extracurricular. Can't speak extracurriculars. Um, you just get a certificate for doing them because they weren't an option. They weren't an option. You had to do one every other year, and it was a trade. So yeah.
But that's why y'all be so damn smart.
So for this segment, we're going to talk about our best and worst moments. So Jaden, take it away.
So, as much as I just shit on multicultural, it was one of the best moments because we made it the best moment. um, because since grade 9, That was like the only other multicultural dance that happened in the school, and then 4 years later, it was ours. So we did that, and then was the audience kind of lit? Love hate
Yes,
relationship.
they would. Well, the people in the front are people.
Yeah,
Besides
our people.
that,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. The grade 12s.
Hmm.
So that was lit because that was fun to do, and we also performed that like outside of school, so that was cool. Was it
Oh
the same dance? Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
yeah, it was.
Hmm.
That was like a practice.
Hmm. And that moment was funny too. But anyway,
Hmm.
and then there was one dance where me and my dance friends made that I want to recreate because that was cool. That was probably one of my favorite dances. And then overall, the foolishness that happened within our friend group because we're a hot mess at all times. We've been a hot mess. And that's really the only thing I miss about high school is just like being with you guys every day.
No,
But
That's just yeah, that's true.
yeah, like everyone says, "Oh, like what do you miss about high school?" My friends, not high school.
true.
It was always lunchtime that was the best, just
Yeah,
chilling.
exactly. My worst moments. Not the worst, but prom was a disappointment because prom team's a scam and our teachers are trifling.
I
But
would like to second that.
I won't.
As the head of,
Yeah.
as one of the heads of the committee.
Oh yeah, prom
The
committee.
committee is there for style. We don't actually get to make
Yeah,
decisions,
we basically get to tell them what we want, and then they don't do it.
and then they say no.
Yeah. I guess
That's my
it's
input.
just for her to deny people,
Yeah.
basically. But at least we had one because the year after, and then probably those in grade 12 now won't get to have one. So, because I know we would. Okay, first of all, we had fun way after in the car.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like we had fun. I mean, I don't know about y'all.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
like
fun.
we had fun together. But the experience of prom itself was disappointing because we can literally do that any other time, anywhere.
For me, I'll start off with the worst because it didn't really have much, to be honest. I was only in school from grade, what, 11 to 12? And for the majority, for actually the first semester of grade 11, I wasn't even friends with any of y'all. I was friends with the grade 12, so the people who were leaving. Um, I mean, I broke up a fight, but it wasn't really that interesting. Not gonna lie. The worst part about being up here and the high school experience was I wasn't necessarily say caught in, but I was just there and present for a lot of friendship breakups, which is annoying. And I low key kind of hated everyone for a minute because it was in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion. It was very annoying and childish. Me,
Oh, fact, not opinion.
I experienced. I'm a year older than both of them, okay? And I experienced a lot of these in Trinidad. So at this point, I feel like y'all should have been grown and should have known how to deal with it. But at the same time, y'all were younger. So but I low key hated everybody in the friend group. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna say Ariel, my cousin. But yeah, that was, as I said, not really that interesting. However, my thing is I was friends with I was kind of basically like I was friends with the majority of everybody. So anytime there's some type of friendship breakup, it involved me one of my friends. So I essentially hated every single buddy. I hated every single person. All y'all asses.
Me?
All every single buddy. That means you and JD. I don't
Couldn't be
like
me because I wasn't there. I
I
was
didn't like it's not only the actual fights that happen, just the commentary after and the views.
never there.
So didn't like that. But the best parts, making different friend groups, even though I was new and antisocial. I'm social anxiety, so I don't like talking to people. I'm very quiet. If you don't approach me, like if you don't approach me, I'll never approach you. So once I find friends, I stick to them. But I surprisingly had multiple different friend groups, which was great. Because whenever one friend group was annoying, I just dipped for a minute, let them figure that shit out.
It's funny because I don't know if you mentioned this before, but everyone knew who you were, but you didn't know who anybody was.
I still don't really know how that happened. And Kiara was, I think, the first person, my bestie, myself, she was the first person to mention that to me. Because we'd just be walking in the hallways and people would always say hi to me. She's like, bitch, how do you know more people than me? I was like, well, first of all, You look like a bitch. So y'all not approachable.
You weren't either.
To you,
And
to
other
you,
people.
that's y'all's business. But
You
I was
talk. No, you talk and you hang out with her.
okay. Technically, I hung out with her and like her little group for like a day. And I was like, yeah, this is not the vibe. And I was like, if you're gonna be friends with me, we're not gonna hang out with them anymore.
Mm-mm.
Wow, I really just came up
You
with.
did the That ain't even fair because I was accused of that and I ain't do none.
To
Wow.
be fair, my when I did, okay, I'm pretty sure you did it was beneficial, but when I did it,
I ain't do none.
when I uprooted Kara from her friends, it was beneficial. Okay, even like her mother praised me for it, or teachers praised me for it. I'm like shit. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, but I didn't
Yeah.
technically hang out with her friend group for long. I just needed one person to latch onto, and I said, "Great,
I'm
you're
dead.
mine now." Um, so that was great. I still want. I just guess I'm a very friendly person once you say hi, and my accent also intrigued a lot of people, which you're not really hearing in this podcast, to be honest. But it intrigued a lot of people. So I'm assuming that's why I was well known, even though I didn't know half the people in that school.
That rubs me the wrong way, but
I had no. Did I have an active part in that? Probably not. I don't know. Next.
no, because you're probably just talking like, ooh, what's
Yeah.
that? What do you
Yeah.
mean, what's that? We live in Canada.
I know. As Jaden said before, multicultural was also great. You know, carrying on the traditions of my brother with the Caribbean booth. I believe in grade 9, there were two booths because it was him and his friends, and then it was a next booth.
Mm-hmm.
And then in grade 9, I think is when they joined in one, and then, I mean, grade 10, and then he left the school. And then I came in, and I also came in with my cousin Ariel, who's also obviously Caribbean. And then I kept finding people. I'm like, great. And I think at that point we just added in, the African people as well. And no, we didn't. We just vibed with them at the booth during the lunch hour.
Yeah, they had their own, I think.
Yeah, they
We
had their
just
own,
we
but
just collaborated for the dance.
we were just playing the best music in the world. So they gravitated towards us. But then we actually combined the dance part in grade 12.
That's funny because people were going crazy and the principals can do nothing.
And here's the thing, that's I'm like, the vice principal, he was all for it because we were dancing in the hallway, right? So just picture big ass hallway,
It was a whole party.
different booths lining the hallway from different cultures. Mind you, that's near the entrance to the school and near the principal's office as well.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled up with a big ass speaker. And the first song I played was Split in the Middle. And if you know that song, you know there's a very distinctive beginning. Everybody just ran
I'm
and just split.
crying,
And I was like, oh, all right, that's what we're doing. I was just trying to
bruh.
play music and double 1 2 step, but y'all said no. Fuck it, we're going all out.
And all out they went.
And then our vice principal was like, while he was buying the parties, because I remember, because he came behind the booth because he didn't want to stand up in the line, and he was doing his little 1 2 step. You know how they be doing it, and eating
Really?
his yeah, he was doing the 1 2 step. I was giving him his party, and he's like, y'all got to do this on stage next year. I'm like,
I'm
huh?
dead.
That's why I was confused
Wait,
because I'm
the
like,
vice principal?
Wait, which one?
the principal was a lady. The
Oh, the
one who's no,
lady.
no, 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 not the lady. The guy. He a little thicker.
For
Is he a, it's not the skinny one. What's his hair curly?
Fun of whatever.
yeah,
Fun of who?
Yeah,
Gary.
him.
Hmm.
He was doing his little 1 2 step, and he's the one who was like, y'all should do this on stage next. And I was confused because Kiara was also there, and she was like, well, bet. And I feel like, huh? Because I
Really?
know you didn't. I know you fully well saw her shaking her ass.
Because I saw the
On the
lady
ground.
one, and she was looking like she wanted to shut the shit down, but she can't.
Yeah, she's the one who was looking upset. But
But
my
she was miserable.
guy, yeah, no, don't give it. My guy was doing his little 1 2 step. He was enjoying himself. Okay, he said,
I'm dead.
culture, wow, we love
Hey,
it.
it be the white man.
It really do. So he's the one who said we should have done it on stage. 'Cause I had no intentions of performing on stage because you have like a little actual show before the we actually have to perform twice because we have to split the grades up because our cap isn't big enough. He's the one who said do it on stage next time. I was kind of confused, and I'm like, I don't know, I
Really?
don't
Because I
know.
heard that some teachers were talking shit.
Really?
That
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
it doesn't.
I saw teachers when y'all were dancing. I looked at the teachers and I'm like, this is gonna be fun because the teachers
Yeah,
are
I
so
saw.
freaking.
I noticed it too, but I'm like, fuck every one of you.
And they
You
looked
ask
over and
multicultural.
they looked
Hey,
distraught.
you ask because even that whole year, like Kiara literally had like a whole um movement. Basically, it might
True.
as well have been for like, why does our culture always have to be that shitted on? Because y'all people wanted to turn it into something that it wasn't.
Exactly.
So whose
So
fault is it?
the couple of teachers that I'm like good with, who actually know I'm Caribbean and I didn't know exactly, like they were vibing. Like, cause when I went to class after, they were telling me, like we basically talked about it, like
Mm-hmm.
half of the class. So they were great. I didn't really look at the other teachers, but I expected it. But I'm like, y'all can't do shit. So
Yeah.
I think for them it was
For
like a culture shock.
yeah, they were probably like,
yeah,
Savvy.
yeah, yeah,
wow,
for sure.
wow.
For sure. Because you can fill, can you even fill a classroom with all the black people in the school? Probably not.
No,
Oh my
no.
god, y'all crazy.
I don't think
But
you can.
it wasn't even only like black kids. Like, okay, the black kids were mainly dancing, but the
Yeah, but
rest of the
no, everybody,
minorities were hyping us up. They do
everybody
little,
was
they're
there.
like, hey, you
I
know?
remember the one, it's like one girl, she was Spanish, I think. Like some kind of
Yes, short,
Latin.
curly hair.
Yeah, some kind of
Love her.
Hispanic. And she was getting it
But I
down.
tell you, I saw some of their kids. I'm like, okay, oh,
Hmm.
y'all got a little rhythm. Might be a little off, but y'all got something. But it was great. So,
Better than the one girl that we had. But okay.
hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, y'all rude. Yeah, I'm into that.
She ain't watching it.
So that was great. As they said, there was some, I wouldn't call them complications, but there were some people that were hating. So yeah, besides that, the other best parts were dance competition. Because I didn't stay in dance class for that long. Stayed like a week.
Like, were you even there for the week?
Probably like 2 days.
I've ever seen you the first day and that's it.
And I dipped. Took a business course instead. And besides that was DACA, because that's how I became closer. Like two of my very good friends. Listen to bits and pieces because I can't see them because pandemic. But DACA was fun. That was basically it. That was the best part. Not much.
Dance competition low-key stressed the fuck out of me because for some reason, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. But our first time for a whole dance competition, we got third place.
And then we never went back because pandemic. Oh well.
I was not in school a lot, so I don't have a lot of good or bad moments. So my best moment, I would say, was grade 9 in dodgeball, where I beat everyone.
Iconic.
It was iconic as the fuck. I'm probably the only one that remembers this, me and Jay.
Because no one else cares.
No one else cares. No one should, but I was very proud of that moment.
That's okay. I was proud of you too. I was sitting there like a proud mama. Hmm.
um, a lot of also like good moments was like the field trips I went on. I was very lucky to be in classes where field trips were pretty constant. So I went to Raptors game. Okay, Raptors game was Schism, but I'll talk about that later.
Mm.
I went on a lot of like good trips. It was fun with with my friends.
Do you
Um,
have a trip every year?
I had like 3 trips at least a year.
Dang.
Yeah, it was,
Wow.
and that's like I would say like 2 trips a year for like classes, and then extra added due to Schism.
Hmm.
So it was pretty constant. But yeah, worst moments was grade 11, 12. I almost didn't graduate due to me skipping class. So, no,
No, ditto them doing the fucking most for no reason.
yeah, I
But
wasn't.
you graduated, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I graduated. I proved everyone wrong.
Period.
Very proud of myself for that. Um, yeah. But yeah, other than that, fine, I guess. It was mediocre.
Yeah. Hmm.
This last segment is gonna be about what we would have done differently slash advice. to the younger viewers, because we just want to prepare y'all for what y'all about to experience. Well, then again, y'all online right now. Hopefully, when
Oof.
you're when
Why
you're
did I forget about that?
I completely forgot about that until just now. I'm like, shit.
Wow.
This is when y'all go back in prison. But yeah, JD, you can start us off.
One thing I would have differently drop out. No.
Yeah,
Um,
for real. Drop out. Don't go to school.
no. Go do a trade, bro.
Yeah, don't get me started. Okay,
Go to
sorry.
high
My bad.
school. Go to high school if you want to go to university. Because or like post secondary. Because other than that, you can just go get your GED, study for your GED, and go do some trade, and you'll be successful. But besides the point, I would fast track because for some reason I didn't remember that was a thing until grade 12 because one of my friends did it and her summer was lit. And I would also work on my work habits because they're fucking shit. But at the same time, I didn't really know how because teachers didn't prepare you enough for that. I would have also joined more clubs and teams to kind of make the most out of my high school because I didn't really do nothing. And then it went by really fast. Some advice: don't be too hard on yourself because high school really ain't shit. Obviously, depending what high school you go to and like what kind of courses. But like overall, the high school experience, don't be too hard on yourself because it can be easier to graduate than they make it seem. They not overhype it, but like they make it seem really hard to graduate high school, and it is not as hard as they make it seem. It may be hard, but it's not as hard as they make it seem.
I would say is, um, like what Jadine said, take advantage of guidance and like your teachers, because without them, I wouldn't have graduated at all. It was due to them I graduated. Um, they will help you. You just have to ask for it. And the thing is, for me personally, I was never good at asking help till I was like maybe grade 11, where I was like, hey, like I need support. And I will say this: our school did give good support when you ask.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wellness like school, I would say,
Yeah.
like pretty good. Some advice I would say is if you're in co-op, take Shism. It teaches you like leadership and then you don't have to pay for like CPR and first aid because you have to pay for that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you take Shism, they come to the school and you're like certified after you do the courses. You can go on awesome trips. I went to a Raptors game.
So for me, I would say take at least one class every summer so you can be a part-time student in grade 12. Like I was, because well, one, I got a lot of my credits from when I moved countries, but in grade 11 I took like the summer between grade 11 and grade 12, I did grade 12 math because I'm a person, I suck at math. So if I take 2 months in between, I'm going to forget everything and potentially fail. And for my program, I needed a certain mark in math. So I do that because let's be honest, what are y'all going to do for 2 months, anyways? Majority of y'all don't work. Y'all just go to Wonderland every single day with the same people. It's not that interesting. So get a grip.
It's funny because it actually was a thing.
Yeah, which I never participated in because it didn't make sense. But do something useful. And it's not like it's every day for like a month. So I would say it's worth it. Try also the teachers are much easier on you in summer school than they are in actual school. Also, try to get your volunteer hours this summer before you enter high school because
Mm,
I remember I got them this summer before no, I got them while I was in grade 11. But my cousin got them this summer before she entered high school. So once she hit grade 9 and she's in grade 12 now, she had nothing to worry about.
mm-hmm.
She still got them because of, things that we did with our family that were considered volunteer hours. But I watched a lot of people scramble and almost didn't graduate because they completely forgot about volunteer hours and it's 40 hours. So I would recommend do that early. Don't just leave it there.
And do it early because it's not that many. Like it's options, I guess, but you also have to get it approved by the schools,
Yeah.
which I didn't do. But
Habitat for
Uh,
Humanity. Easiest thing.
Y'all volunteer at schools. Schools are the easy. That's where I got most of my
yes,
volunteer hours.
anytime your high school has an event, volunteer, or
Yeah.
if you still have like close connections with your elementary school, volunteer your elementary school.
Uh-huh.
If you hate kids like me, Habitat for Humanities. no kids. I made patriarchy and misogyny work for me because I was with these girls. So I just got to tell the boys what to do, which is
I'm
great.
dead.
It was great. Join clubs that you're interested in. One, it helps with your uni application because the quiet kids who don't do anything but have good grades, that's not really what universities are looking for. The more you do, the better. Like it improves your chances of getting into universities because they don't only look at your grades anymore. And also, it's one of the last times you'll genuinely have fun. So I do recommend because
Mm-hmm.
university. I mean, to be fair, we're in a pandemic, so I haven't got to experience clubs like different types of school clubs. So I don't really know how they are, but high school is the best part. It's the best time. You get to do shit with your friends. Also, I feel like this is the most important. Well, one of the most important things: build great relationships with your teachers, so that you can get letters of recommendations for like scholarships and stuff. Because you need those from your school teachers. You might get them from like your volunteer places, but once they were at your school and taught you, those are the most important ones. And I remember in grade 11, because I was in a grade 12 course, my teacher was like, "Oh, just let me know when you need your letter of recommendation by." And I'm like, "I don't graduate for a whole next year." And he's like, "Oh, well, let me know then. Remind me." I got one from basically all my teachers and the principal and the vice principals. So it was great.
Dang. I'm only
Teacher's
close to
pet.
only teacher.
That's what my parents call me, a teacher's pet, but it's not intentional. It's not
Ew, I
intentional.
used to get called that too. Ugh.
But yeah, make it work to your advantage. Also, high school is not the end of your life. So don't take it too serious. I mean, take it seriously, but like friendships, shit like that, your little relationships that y'all think are woo. Don't
Oh my
take it too
god.
seriously, please, because y'all
Can
be
we just?
stressing. But
Mm,
have fun because once school's done, you hit basically what the real world is, and it's nothing like what your teachers describe. But yeah, that was basically my advice.
what do you guys rate high school from 1 to 10?
Um, Trinidad, 10 out of 10. Canada, y'all go with like a 6. Would have been 5, but the friends made it 6.
Yeah.
I would
Me.
say a 5 or 6 as well. Just because, and that's 6 or 5 is just for the teachers.
Shit, 5 or 6.
All right,
Yeah.
so we have a general consensus.
So thanks for listening, guys. Follow us on Instagram at di4tc_, where all our other social medias are linked in the bio. Be sure to listen to us and subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and wherever else you want to tune in.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.